What do you mean they have 12 grain? I told Tommy last week to have sesame seed and brown bread ready for me, okay? You fuck. Get it good. Welcome on the glass with Sam J. I gotta get this bread. What do you mean? I don't want any fucking bagels, you dick. Welcome on the glass with Sam J. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is episode 12, 11, somewhere in the early double digits. I'm already forgetting, so maybe that's a good thing, I guess. So today, just a quick rundown of what we're going to be talking about. Episode 7 and 8 of The Last Dance. And also, I'm going to do a little preview of a new series I'm going to be doing at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. So let's go! Alright, so episode 7 and 8 of The Last Dance. I'm not really going to do each individual episode because they both kind of like fed off each other a little bit. To go over some highlights, I'm not going to go into every single detail because you should be watching it yourselves. Just saying. So one of the big things that comes up is the death of Michael's father, James. You see it in the documentary, and I'm sure if you were watching it live back then, you saw his dad literally right beside him the entire way. So to have his father be killed in a very unexpected and fairly gruesome way, if you think about it. He just pulled over to, have a little rest at a carpool, I guess, where you want to call it, car park, and then somebody fucking killed him. Especially not having the answer either. That's probably got to be a really hard thing to deal with. And then on top of that, people saying that Michael's gambling got his father killed, which was probably some bullshit. I wouldn't say possibly, I'd say for sure, But on a bit of a lighter note, Mike steps away from the game to go play baseball. Honestly, he probably could have had a career in baseball, but obviously he's a dope basketball player. It was kind of interesting to see Terry Francona, who is an excellent coach. He's probably gonna be a Hall of Fame coach when all said and done. Said that some more at bats, he definitely could have been a major leaguer. Because honestly, the first month or so, they were throwing him fastballs, he was just cranking them. And after that, he was striking out on breaking ball after breaking ball after breaking ball, which most hitters do. That learning curve of him learning how to hit the breaking ball really changed things. And he actually led the team in RBIs. I know for a AA team, sure, whatever. Still, driving 50 runs in a fairly short minor league season, which is already, I think, in that time frame, the major leagues were on a strike, I believe. So it was a weird time in baseball, actually. You had fill-in players to play on teams, which made no fucking sense at all. One of the dumbest mistakes baseball has done. That's why I don't hear about it, because they just want to sweep it under the rug and forget about it. But I digress. Sorry, I've been trying to get other sports into this because I'm fucking fiending for sports, but there's none. There's UFC, which is nice. It was nice to see some fights. Football schedule's out, I guess. But yeah, there's still no sports, which is a kick in the dick. Again, I've digressed into my digression, so let's get back into this thing. You also saw that they did lose sometimes in the playoffs when they lost for the Magic with Penny Hardaway, Horace Grant, a young Shaq. I just want to highlight that Penny Hardaway, barring injury, would be one of the top point guards of all time. He already is in that conversation, but without a doubt, if his injuries didn't catch up to him, he'd be in that top 3, definitely top 5, with no question about it. Again, I didn't actually see him play, but when you see other players in the league say that without some bullshit, just kind of lighting his ass just because he got injured, it was really something. You definitely saw it when the Magic beat the Bulls, and a young Shaq was ready to go. Horace Grant, Nick Anderson, that was a good Magic team. They haven't done much since. Throughout this whole documentary, I've been finding that all of the inside stories are probably the coolest part of this, with former teammates and friends of Mike, and the one of Steve Kerr just punching and Michael Jordan just punching him right back. Things happen like that. It doesn't get talked a lot about nowadays because media will start twisting the words, and a lot of stuff happens behind closed doors in an NBA team. If you get that many dudes just full of testosterone and wanting to win and be competitive, shit's gonna happen. It is what it is. So that's how guys are. Eventually they'll start fighting each other and they'll make up and they'll figure it out and move on. Also, that was how Mike tested you as well. We wanted to see if you're manly, if you want to give what it takes, if you had a winning mentality. If not, he was gonna say, hit the road, guy. We don't have that room in here anymore. And again, I can see how it could rub some people the wrong way, because yes, you're really fucking good, but not everybody just has your fucking obscene amount of drive, talent, determination, whatever you want to call it. Some people just can't get there. They're good players, they just can't get to where you are. So you expecting that from them is a little, it can cause a rift, but at the same time, from Mike's perspective, it's like, if I worked my ass off to be the best ever, you definitely can too. There's not like there's a secret formula he was drinking, unless, you know, you watch Space Jam, maybe you drank something. Like, I think I probably could have dealt with that kind of personality, because I'm a pretty mild-mannered person. But I don't know, eventually after a while, it'd probably get a little annoying, just constantly just getting berated and chirped, and you couldn't do anything. Even if you did something right, you'd be a backhanded comment he would give you. So, like, I can see why teammates would get mad, but I can see why Mike would want to push his teammates, because that's how you get better. Because you keep pushing yourselves, that's what a good teammate does. It almost kind of sucks because there's only 2 more episodes left, and after that, I go back to not having a void of something kind of sports related. Although I did find marble racing, which was oddly entertaining on YouTube. Seriously, go Google it or YouTube it, and it's fairly entertaining. Like, at first, my friend and I were kind of joking about it, watching it, but you kind of get into it. It's weird. Like, maybe it's because there's no other sports to your mind's not even thinking about anything else. You just watch this one green marble, you're cheering for a fucking green marble to beat another colored marble. Like, going through a Lego track. Like, you could do this at home, but this guy did it so fucking well. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyways, I'm getting off track again because I'm running out of things to say for this, because I think I'm gonna tie it all up in the last part of this when I talk about 9 and 10 next week, because there's probably gonna be some big fucking shit going on. I'll get more in detail of my final thoughts of the entire process of the whole, you know, shebang and all that. I will talk about a new segment I'll be coming up with as well, and that is, I'm trying to find a name for it. Or like Behind the Grow with Sam J. I don't know, some kind of pun with me growing weed. Again, this is all legal. I'm in Canada. I'm in the legal requirements, this, that, and the other. So don't come knocking my door, FBI punks. I do have 2 plants growing inside my little tent I have in my basement. So I'm gonna give you guys little updates of that. Maybe I'll show you some pictures, and then I'll show like kind of like a video, what's been going on, their progression, what I've been trying to do to maintain them, things like that. I can even go over the gear I have, because I want it to be, I'm learning myself along the way, but I also want to maybe teach some people along the way who might be curious, might, you know, think of trying this endeavor themselves, because we're still locked inside here during this fucking quarantine, so I might as well try to learn something else as well. People have been learning cooking and stuff. Like, I've been picking up more stuff in the kitchen. I've been expanding my palate. I've picked up a couple skills, I guess you could say. And also, why not add growing weed? You know, you technically could be a horticulturalist if you want to be that fine about it. But yeah, I'm growing 2 plants. I've already got some pictures and things set up, so I'll be showing you guys probably in the next video, I'm thinking, and get more bit into that, because I kind of want to keep the Last Dance stuff a little separate from, you know, growing weed, because that's a little bit different topics. And plus, people probably are already watching this far in the video anyway, so it's probably just like, Matt, hi Matt. But other than that, it's probably maybe a few random people watching this entire video. I'll be coming back again with the same premise of me growing weed and you guys learning about it, and I'm learning about it myself. So it's kind of the each one teach one. Is that the term? Something like that. You know what I mean. But I'm rambling on again. So go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, tell your friends to tell a friend, and I'll see you down the road.